Good morning, my friends. Okay, you will never believe what just happened. 3:40 a.m. What was I doing awake? I don't know. What am I usually doing awake at 3:40 a.m.? I was actually reading Ramakrishna, but that doesn't really fit into the story. So, I'm sitting here reading and I hear two loud boom boom like possible gunshots or whatever. So I look out my window and across the golf course there's an apartment complex over there. And as I'm looking out the window, I see the the roof of the building just blow off. An explosion of fire comes like straight out the top of the building. So some people freeze in an emergency situation and some people respond. I'm a responder. I don't know, fight or flight response. Let's test my PTSD. How did I do? I think I fared very well. I have a training. A long time ago, I did certified emergency response training and all this stuff. And I worked in trauma, I worked in the emergency room, so I'm used to these types of situations. But like, there was no panic, there was just response. I immediately put my shoes on, grabbed my keys, locked my door, and just ran because I was thinking apartment complex on fire, that could mean so many people need help. So many people might have multiple children. We might need to knock on doors, wake people up, get them out, get them awake, first of all, because it takes the emergency responders a while to arrive to the scene to do all this stuff. So, since I'm like right across the way, I'm thinking really fast and really really responsive on my way while I'm like running over there. I'm thinking, okay, we can knock on doors, we can wake people up, I can help get pets, I can help get babies because some people have multiple pets and not enough carriers, so they might be like juggling. And I'm just thinking, like, if it were me years ago with like multiple kids, multiple pets, like, oh my gosh, right? So I was just thinking about all the people that would need help possibly. So I'm running over there thinking of all the things as I'm running over there of what I can do when I get there. It turns out like the people that were right in that vicinity got out. The fire did not spread. There's about like, let me look. Yeah, there's like a million different emergency personnel over there right now. They were really quick in getting there. Between the time that I heard the explosion and or heard the possible gunshots, maybe it was an explosion, not sure exactly what it was, but like as soon as I saw the fire and then took off like there, the emergency responders got there in less than 10 minutes, which is really great. Like, kudos to our emergency responders. And I wanted to go live just because, like, fight or flight response, I know a lot of people that started following me have PTSD, anxiety, all this stuff. And it just kind of has to do with mind and how we're able to respond if we don't panic. And I meditated in the middle of the night. I don't know why I was awake. Lately, I've been sleeping at this time, so it was really strange. On my way over there, I ran into a guy who was walking down the street, and I was like, "Did you see that?" Right? And he's like, "See what?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So, again, the importance of awareness, the importance of meditation, just like if you are calm, if you are in awareness, think of how much better you can be for the community if you are this way. Because not only was I awake, aware, not panicking, and able to respond to help people, when I got there, I was actually triaging people, seeing if people need help, seeing if anybody had smoke inhalation, which somebody did. So when the cops and people did show up, I like notified the police officer. This kid was like severely smoke inhalation. He was trying to like see if the people needed help, if anybody was in there to get out. So he was responding to his upstairs neighbors trying to help them if they needed help to get out. But he took in a lot of smoke, so he was having a hard time breathing. So just food for thought. Meditation is not only good for you, it is really great for the community, because if you're able to respond in a calculated way like that, and I mean, granted, I do have a lot of training when it comes to this stuff, not like an actual first responder, but community emergency response training for emergency teams I have training in. So I do have a lot of training, but still, any person, any geek off the street, if you know what I mean, would be good in that situation, or helpful, more helpful if they were calm, cool, and collected. Meditation helps. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys, because the community needs more people that are calm, cool, and collected, and not panicky or flight in a fight or flight response. If you're a flighter, no worries. I mean, be the flighter. That's fine. There are plenty of people that are willing to run towards the fire. And I am one of those people. I always have been. So I was just wanting to share. That was a win for team post traumatic stress disorder, because you know, working in that environment did cause me a lot of trauma and a lot of issues with anxiety. So, no issues. I mean, I'm back at my home and I'm smiling and laughing and talking to you, retelling the story literally right after I just got into the door. So, meditation, all the stuff that I talk about, all the stuff that I help people with, it really does work. And it's not only great for you, it's great for the community. I don't have any details about what happened, so if you ask, I'm not going to know. I can't see comments right now. If there are any, I don't know if anybody's even awake or watching right now, but I know you guys will see it at some point. So I don't have details, and I'm not sure if anybody died or really what happened. So let's pray for everybody over there and send healing, good vibes to these people, because I really don't know what the outcome is, but I can't imagine it would be very positive for the people that could have been in that apartment at the time of that situation. Um, if I do find out details, I might go back over there. I don't know, because like I'm super awake now. Like I'm gonna go to sleep after that adrenaline rush. But if I do find out any details, I will put it in the comments on this video if anybody's curious as to like what the outcome was or what happened or whatever. But not only can we send good vibes to the people over there, we can also send really good vibes to all of the emergency responders in the world, the ones here in Phoenix, and then everywhere. Every single person that is spending their time helping others in this way for a living, we need to be super grateful, because if it weren't for these people, when something gets caught up in flames, and in an apartment complex especially, can you imagine the disaster if the fire spread, right? Like, we are so lucky that it didn't spread. It could have been much worse. So let's all be grateful this morning, that even before the sun comes up, because it's only 4:30 a.m. here, and it happened at 3:40 in the morning. We are grateful for our first responders. We are grateful for everybody that is capable and willing to run towards the fire, because without them, the rest of us would kind of be SOL in these types of situations. So, super much love to all of you out there who do this for a living, and I'm always able to and willing to help coach any first responders, any military, any veterans. I work on a sliding scale to help with post-traumatic stress disorder, to help with anxiety, to help with the issues that come with the job. I may not have been a clinical staff member, but I was a clerical staff member that always was right there, that was in the heat of all of it when I did the work. And it was almost worse because I couldn't do things to help people. But the doctors, nurses, technicians, labs, all that stuff, everybody was barking at me, making phone calls, ordering stuff in the computer. Like that was my job. I had to organize all of it during emergency situations. I worked in the NICU with the newborn babies, and that was very traumatic. I worked in trauma. Um, and I worked in ER. I worked in intensive care for adults too. So all of the time that I spent there, I really developed a close relationship with the people that did do that type of work. And so I think that's why these people are always close to my heart. Firemen, policemen, military, like literally everybody. And it is not because I have the hots for men in uniform like that, because I never dated one. Not one. I'm putting that out there because I know people like immediately think these things. But no, I never dated them. I just have a lot of love for them because I worked with them. I see how they operate. I see the kind of stuff they have to a lot of the times bury because our infrastructure does not support great emotional and mental health care for these individuals, and they're going through this stuff every single day at work. And then we just expect them to show up the next day unaffected, even if they're seeing massive tragedy. It was really hard for me, and I'm sure it's really hard for them. So let's all be understanding and appreciative. And if you guys out there need help with your anxiety and PTSD, all the stuff that I've been talking about, I work on a sliding scale. The only reason I charge is because I need to make a living too. Um, but please reach out to me. I am fully equipped to offer ideas and different things to help you out. So that's all, folks. I'm going to check in on our community over here and make sure everybody's doing okay. If anybody needs to evacuate or whatever because of the smoke, I wanted to offer a place for them to come, bring their pets or kids, whatever. I'm always willing to be a team player. So go team. Um, Everything is better when we work together. That's my message of the day. Sending all of you out there so much love. Everybody be safe. I am reminded again and again how quickly life can go like that, right? I think that's why I have this weird, morbid mentality because I have seen life and death all the time, right? I've seen a lot of death happen and people are alive one minute and then they're not the next. And so be appreciative of every moment of every day. And the more you're in awareness, the more you're able to actually be present in the moment. It's very important, you guys. Be here now, in the moment, in awareness. Appreciate life. Live joyfully because you never know when it's going to end. That was kind of morbid, but I didn't mean it that way. I believe in reincarnation, so it's like, it's not the end. Death is not the end. Birth is not the beginning. We're eternal beings, but still, this lifetime can be over in a blink of an eye. So please remember to appreciate and be grateful. That is all. Sending love.